Alright guys, welcome back to the 40k Brawl Battle Report. Today we are doing another warm-up match for Caledonian Open. Simon versus Cooper. We're doing Caledonian mission number 2. So the primary is Purge the Alien Kill Points. The secondary is Cleanse and Control from the Maelstrom pack, which means basically at all times you have 3 objectives. And the tertiary is made up of First Strike, Warlord and Linebreaker. Today's going to be the first time we see Cooper's tournament list in action, so why don't we start by going through that one?
Yeah, how's it going guys? Right, so like you said, I apologise first for not being painted. It's literally just been built a couple of days ago, so bear with me, it will be painted. So I'll run you through the setup here. I've got 3 Riptides, all heavy burst cannons and smart missiles, and a Vesta sitting over here as well as my Farsight bodyguard. Which then brings me up to what I've got set in reserve. If we just step back over here behind you, Mr. Ollie. We've got 3 Barracudas, Farsight sitting in with 3 other battle suits with fusion blasters and 3 other battle suits with burst cannons, and they're all coming in on reserve for Deep Strike, obviously. Yeah, like I said, it's a sort of a practice list. Everyone keeps saying Markalites, so I know that's quite important. So we'll see how it goes with this game. I'll probably tweak the list after this if it goes too bad. We shall see.
Interceptor and Skyfire wise, what are all the Riptides rocking?
Yep, that's they've got Interceptor and Feel No Pain, and that's them. Yeah, same for Investor as well. He's got that. So yeah, that's the list.
All right, and Simon.
Okay, so I'm rocking my standard Nid list. Hello, Cooper. We have 3 Flyrins all up in here, and a dog mounting me. I've got a Malanthrope. I've got Hive Crone. Psychic powers wise, I've got Catalyst on Catalyst on the Warlord and the one on the ground with the hooves, and then I've got Warp Lance on this guy and Psychic Scream on the one down here. In reserve, if you flip back over here, I've got 2 Tyranids, one with a Carnifex, the other with a Democairon back there, 2 Morlocks, 2 Mucolids, and 3 Rippers for scoring me some objectives. This is my Caledonian list that I'm taking. I've already tested it out once versus Matt with his Wave Serpents, went well, got a crushing victory, so test it out again, see how it goes, and yeah, beat some shit up.
Okay, who got first turn?
I've got first turn.
Si's got first turn. Cooper, you going to seize?
Yeah, I'm going to try. You're not going.
Give it a go.
And if not, I've got Rending Ponies just so I can Right, here we go.
Oh, so good luck, man.
Yeah,
good game.
Okay, so Si's got first turn with the Nids. We will check in at the top of turn 1. Alright, top of turn 1. Simon, run us through it for the Nids.
Okay, Matt had a good turn. I didn't. My 3 Flyrants shimmied up to the centre of the board to focus and just put weight of fire onto that Riptide over there. My Psychic Phase, I tried to pull Catalyst off twice with 2 dice per manifesting, but I failed both times. My Hive Crone stayed in grounding mode, so he's still rocking the 2-up cover save behind the ruin. I Warp Lanced in the Psychic Phase, sorry, I Warp Lanced that Riptide over there. He made his 4-up cover, and then I put 36 shots into it, and he failed 1 wounds.
Hero.
But I only managed to get 3 wounds off, but he's got Feel No Pain, so he's a sturdy motherfucker. Sorry for the F word. So yeah, poop first turn.
Objectives.
And I didn't get any of my Maelstrom objectives, which were all to kill a monstrous creature. So it was lucky that I got that, but not very lucky that I can't kill a Shy Ties. So damn tough. I'll let Matt take his turn and see if he can open up the bum bum.
Alright, I'll come back in a minute.
Hope so.
Alright, bottom of turn 1. Cooper, talk us through what happened.
Yeah, so drew my cards. I had to score objective marker 2 and 4, which were over there. I was going to cunningly get Ovesta to jump up to it with his Nova Charge movement, but then we realised he's got missile drones, so he won't be able to do the 46 jump to catch it, so I sacked that off. Then I had to drop a monstrous creature, which I nearly did. We'll get back to that after the shooting phase. So basically I did what every Riptide usually does. These two jumped up here. This guy stayed where he was, and Ovessa just jumped out here. Everything shot into his warlord that was up here. These two guys did a lot of hitting, did a lot of wounding, but he managed to make all his saves. And this guy then did, I think he hit all, no he didn't, he hit five, he hit five. Wounded him, one with the rending and one with the failed armour save. The failed armour save managed to make him ground, and then he took it in the face with a grounding check as well, so his warlord was down to 1 wound. Then unfortunately I had nothing else to shoot, so he's sitting on 1 wound and I couldn't score my objective to drop a flyer on monstrous creature, so it went alright, yeah. I think I did a lot better than needed to me. No, sorry, I said I'd overcharged them all as well for their shooting, so they had good heavy burst cannons. Yeah, other than that, that's pretty much it. Then they jump back for the assault phase to hide again, and then we'll see what Simon can do.
Alright, turn 1 over. Neither player gets first strike for the tertiary. We'll check back in at the end of Simon's next turn. Alright, top of turn 2.
Cool, so all my reserves came on by the card effects in the Tyranid and the Mycolid. Not great deep striking, I gotta say. First of all, the Tyranid came down, I placed it here, and then it scattered back over here. Democlaron popped out and eventually ran over here. All the Flyrants flew over to here, My Warlord dropped down here as well. Prime positioning for the Psychic Scream, so this guy Psychic Screamed both of these Riptides, and then my Warlord that was here Psychic Screamed these two, did a couple of wounds on this guy, then he flew off the board. My Rippers, they deep striked originally over here, but they scattered 12 back over here.
Nice and out in the open.
They were trying to get onto objective number 1, but they just completely missed it, so I had to drop a Morlock down on here. I tried it once and I failed. I mishapped by scattering off the board, so Matt was a real awesome friend and he placed them over in the corner. And then I tried again with the second Morlock and he actually hit. So I did get one of my Maelstrom objectives, so that's cool. In the shooting phase, Riptides are damn tough. It's just so hard to get them to die. I put 12 shots into this one, did no wounds. I did 12 shots into this one. I did no wounds?
No wounds, no.
And then the Tyranid shot at Ovessa and killed 1 drone. Caused a morale check, but stayed on the board, so... Riptides are tough. It's really hard to get them off the board, but yeah, so on the secondary I've got 1. Matt's on 0, but Matt's got his turn 2 now, so he'll probably be able to bring back the secondary. Yeah, that was my turn.
Time to squish some bugs!
Alright, we'll catch up in a bit. Alright, bottom of turn 2, Cooper, take us through it.
Yeah, real good turn for me, I think. Well, it was. I don't think it was. So I rolled for reserves. Absolutely everything came on. So the 3 Barracudas flew on. Farsight and his boys came down. And the other 3 squad with burst cannons dropped down. I disregarded one of my objective cards from last turn, so I drew a new one, which was to wipe out an enemy unit in the assault phase. So F that. I'm not going to do that turn. The other one was to destroy a monstrous creature, which I'll get back to, which I did. So, like I said, these guys dropped down here, and I think about 50% of my army shot at his Democlaron. What finished him off was the Barracuda on it.
No,
it wasn't. It was a Riptide, sorry. So yeah, these 2 Riptides and Ovessa fired into him. This one finally finished him off. The Farsight and his squad fired into him as well, and the Barracuda fired into him. He tanked a load of wounds.
Feel no pain.
Yeah, real good, saved him. But luckily, on the final Feel No Pain save, he dropped him. Bit of a squeaky bum then. So this squad that was here originally dropped the Ripper Swarm that were there, managed to wipe them out. These 2 guys had a lot of pop shots at him. He made quite a few jinx saves, which was lucky for him. Got him down to 1 wound, and I didn't ground him. And then this guy tried and had a pop him as well, but the Riptide wasn't so lucky. Other than that, there wasn't any assault to do. Everything's flying, except for that, but I'm not going to assault that. Did some jump moves, so they all jumped back a bit. I absolutely love jump back moves, I think they're brilliant. And other than that, unless I had marker lights, which I really need. That was my turn on.
Alright, we're checking again in a minute. Alright, top of turn 3.
Cool, so you can probably tell from my face I'm not that happy. My Warlord came on from ongoing reserves. As all of his Riptides have got intercept and he's rocking the 1 wound, I need to keep him safe. So I've kept him in the back here. Losing the Demon Chaos last time was pretty nails. I mean, he took the weight of the whole Tau army to kill him, but I needed him really to take out Evasa. I moved the Crone up. I tried to get him as close as I could so I could run and then Vector Strike that, because I mean he's got 2+ cover save, but I rolled a 5 to run, so I couldn't get over the base of the model to Vector Strike it. My Hive Tyrants, I put the one of the Hive Tyrants here that jinked last turn. I Psychic Screamed both of these Riptides, but rolled a 7 and a 5, I think it was, on his leadership, so he was fine. This guy Vector Striked this Hive Tyrant Vector Striked the Barracuda. Only got 1, and then I failed to glance it. So, and then finally the Tyranid shot into the suit here, did 1 wound. Borrowed the other Morlock, and the Carnifex is still in reserves. Yeah, so again, no much from objectives. It's quite a sad turn for me. Not feeling too happy.
Alright,
we'll see what Matt can do, and then I'll see if I can bring it back in my turn 4.
Alright, bottom of turn 3, Cooper, take us through it.
Yeah, pretty relaxed. Drew my objective card was... Sorry, what was my objective?
Kill a character.
Yeah, kill a character in the shooting phase. So I tried it, literally, I just had a shuffle around. 2 Barracudas came across here, and the one that was here flew off the board. He was jinking that turn anyway, so it wasn't him. It was pointless him staying on the board. So Evasa had a pop at the Tyranid drop pod. The Tyranid, dropped him down a few wounds, and then Farsight and his guys finished him off, so got me a kill point there. Oh sorry, the Barracuda shot into him as well. They're quite tough things to drop. A lot of wounds as well, so yeah. Then this guy here Nova charged his gun, had a pop at the Hive Tyrant, along with the other 2 that had a pop at the Hive Tyrant, and the Barracuda which had a pop at the Hive Tyrant. Made a lot of good saves, but he's now down to 2 wounds. Other than that, did some jump moves to shift back into place to try and hold a line, really. Other than that, yeah, it's pretty relaxed. It was quite an uneventful turn. Yeah, I'll see how Simon comes back on his next turn. See what I can do. Yeah.
Simon, take us through it.
Sure, so I forgot to borrow my last Morlock in the last turn, so I borrowed it this turn. The other one came up, and I tried to drop down on these 2 fusion suits. I scattered and landed just next to the suits here. The Tyranid came down with a Carnifex. Matt intercepted the Carnifex with was it 2 Riptides? All three Riptides. So they're not shooting next turn. But he did die. My Hive Crone Vector struck one of the Barracudas, which was back here, took it down and crashed it, along with the Hive Tyrant, which also had the Vector Strike kit because the Hive Crone did finish it off. I shot this Riptide with my Warlord. Did I do 2 wounds to it?
Yeah, and then 2 wounds, yeah, saved it.
2 wounds out of 12 shots, which is shite. And then finally, this Hive Tyrant came back on from ongoing reserve and lanced and shot at the Barracuda there. It did 1 whole point and I forced him to jink. That's it. Losing the Carnifex was kind of hindering, put me in a bad position. but I've got the Crone and the Morlock to come back on from reserve. And I've still got all the Flyrants flapping around, but they're not proving to be very effective against 4 Riptides. They're too strong to compete with. I'll let Matt take his turn 4 and see what we can. Oh, sorry, just to mention, I scored one more of my tactical objectives, which was to kill a flyer. So I'm winning secondary by 2 to 1. 2 to 1, yeah, at the moment. But Matt is winning on kill points, so I'll let Matt take over and see what he can do on his turn. Cool.
Bottom of turn 4, another good one for the Tau. Cooper, let us know what's going on.
Yeah, real good turn. So I had a big sort of move around here, just sort of had Ovesta down here, this Riptide was sat here, and Farsight's squad was sat here. That was only purely for the fact that if I didn't kill the Morlock and shoot in, I was going to have a lot of guys supporting fire on the Overwatch. Luckily, they all shot into him and wiped him out with some really unlucky saves for Sai. His dice are blowing massively, so I can only prosper on that. These 3 Riptides couldn't fire their heavy burst cannons because they intercepted the Khan effects last turn, so they fired their missiles. Didn't really do a lot. I popped a few missiles into this Hive Tyrant, didn't do anything. But the big game, well, not game winner, the big turn winner for me that turn was my Barracuda came on from ongoing reserves, shot into his Hive Tyrant, who was his Warlord, and managed to score me my Maelstrom mission, which was kill a character. Then also got me a kill point for killing someone, and I slayed the Warlord. Other than that, that was pretty much my turn, but a really good turn for me, so not going to complain about it.
Alright, we'll see if the Nids can pull it back in the next turn.
Nah, I'm in.
Alright, top of turn 5, Simon, take us through it for the Nids.
Cool, so Morlock number 2 came back on. I tried to come up on the Riptide over there that's on 2 wounds. I did 2 wounds on him, but he failed 1, passed his feel no pain, and then failed the other one. Oh yeah, passed the invulnerable one. So mishacked, and then got placed in the corner of shame. My flyers kind of went to the centre, forced the Barracuda to jink.
Yeah, off the Hive Crone fire missiles.
Yep. And then I vector struck it again with the Hive Tyrant. It didn't do anything. Rolled a 1 and a 2 to do anything. A Psychic Screamed, both Riptides over here with this dude. I rolled a 6 for his leadership 7, with the -2 from Psychic Scream. Then I shot both Hive Tyrants, 12 shots from him, 6 shots from him into this Riptide, and he failed 1 save, and then he made his feel no pain. And finally the Tyranid shot the closest Riptide there, and did no wounds. I'm not hanging in there, I'll be honest. I haven't got this game. Matt's taken it quite comfortably. I honestly thought that he needed more marker lights, but I don't think you do. This is 4 Riptides,
It's a lot of stank.
very good, very good. And 3 Barracudas is really sweet as well. Like 2+ jink saves are really gnarly, very hard to get rid of. Matt's winning the secondary. Oh no, so we're drawing on the secondary.
Yeah, drawing. I've got.
But he's fucking owning me on their primary. It's
Nice.
7-1.
7-1, yeah.
7-1 to the Tau.
Get yourself in that corner of shame.
So I'll let Matt take his turn 5, and then hopefully we'll wrap it up for you guys. And for me too.
Alright, back in a bit. Alright, bottom of turn 5, Cooper.
Yeah, run out of targets, so not a lot really happened. Maelstrom missions were to secure objectives 1 and 4. 1 and 4, yeah, so a bit out of the range of them to get them. And the other one was to hold 3 objectives, which I've completely ignored, to be honest. Just went on to shooting. Barracuda came on, dropped the last Hive Tyrant with 1 wound. This Barracuda had a pop shot at him and took a wound off of him. He's now down to 1 wound, and that's him. Shot at the Muculid
That was hidden in the ruins.
Yeah, which dropped him. And Ovesta squad napped a couple of wounds off the
Tyranid.
Yeah, that's it, from Tyranid drop pod. other than that, it was pretty much it. Like I said, the targets on the ground are a bit thin, so yeah, that was it pretty much. So you want to crack on and see if we go on to another turn?
Yeah, so 3 up, see if the game goes on.
Ah, that's
not calculated. Oh, it is cocked.
Yeah, it is cocked.
Rock and
Can we
roll.
go again?
Game on.
Going on,
Alright,
trucker.
going on to Simon's turn 6. We'll check back in a minute. Alright, top of turn 6 as Si tries to pull it back for the Nids.
Okay, for this turn, it was just trying to kill what I actually can. So,
What a game plan!
the high grade vector struck the Barracuda, nailed it, did three hits on it, so that was an easy kill. The Hive Tyrant over here flew over here and cast Catalyst on the Tyranid, so they're both rock and feel no pain. And then I shot the Devourers into the Riptide on 1 wound. I didn't wound it. That was my turn. So I got 1 more kill point. My Maelstrom objective was to have at least twice as many objectives that Matt has, and fortunately he controls none, and I control 1. So I get automatically I get 2 points.
I made a
there. You did make a big fat boo boo. So that picks me up to be winning on the secondary. And I'm also winning on the tertiary as well at the moment. So at the moment it's actually a draw.
Are you winning on the tertiary?
Yeah, because I've got...
He's got Warlord.
Oh yeah, it's a draw. Damn it! So Matt is winning on the primary and we're drawing on the tertiary. So...
Alright, we'll check in again at the bottom of turn 6.
Pony.
Alright, bottom of turn 6, Cooper, take us through it.
Yeah, not a lot happened. Barracuda moved up, he jinked, so he fired his burst cannons into here, did nothing. Riptide moved up, fired into him and dropped him a wound. Other than that, I tried killing this with the 2 Riptides here and a Vessel that was over here. Dropped him to 1 wound, but he had feel no pain and made quite a few feel no pain saves, so a bit of a thorn in my side. They all sort of jumped back after that. Farsight and his guys moving up there to try and get objectives and line breaker, but it's game's probably going to end anyway, so it's a bit pointless moving them up there. But other than that, that was it really. That was my turn. Yeah, not very effective at all.
Alright, so someone going to roll to see if we go to a turn 7?
Go for it. So
Yeah,
4 up. Game
we're going on.
We're carrying on, yay! Alright, we'll check back in a minute. Alright, bottom of turn 7, we're going to do both turn roundups in one go because there wasn't a lot going on. So Simon, first of all, starts off with the Nids.
Very quick turn for me. My Hive Tyrant that once upon a time was there, and the Hive Crone vector struck the Barracuda that was there, forced it to...
No, it didn't jink. You got 2 hits on it and rolled double ones, didn't you? Yeah,
I did. I love my snake eyes. And then the Flyron shot into the Riptide still on 1 wound. I did no wounds. Morlock came up. I tried to tear it from the deep this Riptide as well, and scattered off 8 inches that way. But it did secure me a place in the backfield over there. That was my turn. So. And one of my objectives was to have someone in the backfield, so I got another Maelstrom objective.
Alright, and Cooper at the bottom of turn 7?
Yeah, didn't really do a lot. Riptide was here, and the battlesuits were there. The Riptide fired at the Hive Crone, killed him. The battlesuits fired at the Hive Tyrant, didn't do anything. This hero stepped up, fired into the Hive Tyrant, and dropped him on his final wound, didn't he? Yeah, he failed 1 armor save, failed his feel no pain and killed him, which is cool. Ovessa dropped the Tyranid drop pod and killed it off. And this guy here popped a wound into the Morlock. Other than that, didn't really do a lot. Farsight squad running up the side of the board again, they're not doing anything, so that's wasted men. And the old Barracuda did some pot shots into the Hive Tyrant as well, didn't do anything, he jinked, so he was hitting on 6s. So. Yeah, that was it for my turn really. Yeah, that was it.
That's the end of turn 7, so the game ends, so we'll sort out the scores and come back with a summary in a second. Okay, so that's the... So that's the end of the game. Si takes us through the scores.
Sure, so Matt took the primary, so he got 10 points there. I took the secondary with 5-2, and then we drew on the tertiary. I had Linebreaker with the Morlock, and Matt had Warlord killing the 5 Tyrant. Matt's list is very good, I would say. Like I said earlier, I really thought that it needed Marker support, but as Matt would probably say, it doesn't.
No, it's alright, isn't it? I don't know.
Yeah, Cooper, first run out for your Caledonian list. What do you think of it?
Yeah, really good. I'm quite happy with it. I think the Barracudas are awesome. They're like a real good flying unit. To have a 2+ jink with them is like, that's amazing.
If they do jink, you just fly them off the board and bring them back on.
So
on the next turn, they're just shooting as normal.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of people said get Mark Lights, but I don't know. I think I can put enough firepower down to not have to worry about having to have them at BS4 or what to ignore cover. So I'm definitely going to get a few more games down, see if it works against other lists. I don't know how I'm going to do against Marines, such other guys with better armour saves, really. I think I could have run the army a bit better. I ignored the Maelstrom missions, which is a massive bummer on my half. But yeah, it's just me being an idiot and just getting tired. So yeah, I'll definitely run. I'll definitely play the game smarter. But other than that, I think the army works really well. Yeah.
Right.
Can't complain about it.
So you've submitted your Caledonian list. Any second thoughts after that? Anything you think about changing?
No, Tau are a bad matchup for Nids anyway, so I'm okay with how it went out. I think it's fair to say I had some pretty shitty dice.
Yeah,
rolls.
dice
Like, the first couple of turns is just poo, and Matt was intercepting everything and just taking it down. But that's how you play Tau. Dabbled on the idea of changing up one of the Morlocks and getting a Lictor and some Gargoyles in, but now I'm happy. I'm going to stick with it, take it to Cali and see how it does. Yeah, I'm happy with it.
Alright guys, thanks for watching. Remember to like, share and subscribe, and we will be back with another battle report soon.